Well, hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Schucker Arena here as Arminia Bielefeld and 1860 Munich go head-to-head here on matchday 19 in the German Dritte. A good crowd in the Bielefelder Alm today as Bielefeld look to continue their unbeaten run from recent weeks. 4 games now without defeat, although also 4 games without a win, 4 draws in a row. Looking to make it 3 points here today against an 1860 Munich, somewhat in flux at the moment. That after Maurizio Jacobacci was sacked just over a week ago. A quick look at the lineups then. 2 changes made by Michel Niat as Merve Biancardi and Sam Schreck come into midfield in replacing Kato Mizuta, who's out with a muscle injury, and Nassim Boujela, who's out with a facial injury. Meanwhile, 4 changes, 1 positional for 1860 Munich for interim coach Frank Schmöller. That sees Philipp Steinhardt coming at left back for the ill Fabian Greilinger. Tim Ryder goes from defensive midfield into central defence to replace the suspended Leroy Quadro, with Nicholas Tarnack coming into the midfield spot, as well as Albin Brunetzi coming in on the left side of the attack in place of Julien Guttau, who drops to the bench. Around about 20,000 fans packed in here today. Not quite capacity, but still a good crowd turned up for this one. So Frank Schmöller, the interim coach for 1860, unfortunately the 57-year-old doesn't have the UEFA Pro licence required to be a full-time coach in the Dritte, the 3rd tier of German football. So he's only allowed to work for the Lions, in this capacity at least, for 15 days. That will mean a new coach must be found for the first training sessions when they come back after their winter break. So just 2 games for Schmöller. Take care of this game here today in Bielefeld, and also a visit to Waldhof Mannheim on Wednesday evening. So no home games for him, unfortunately, but he does have a fine record here as a player. Never lost in Bielefeld as a player. Can he continue that as a coach today? Oh, the teams and the mascots are out then for this one. Also missing from the 1860 squad today is Marco Hiller, well, he started the season at least as the number 1 in goal for De Lauwen. But Hiller did not travel with the squad for this one, as he's going to be a father for the first time in the next couple of days or so. And he just really wants to be with his family at this time, and who can blame him? So, referee today then, Daniel Schlager from Hügelsheim, with Sven Waschitsky, Günther, and Stefan Zielsdorf, the linesman. Tim Woldinger is looking after the technical areas in the capacity of the 4th official. So the hum of expectation just before kick-off here then at the Schucker Arena. 4 losses in their last 5 for 1860, just 1 win in that sequence. A surprising, quite frankly, 3-2 win away to Saarbrücken, who have been in decent form in recent weeks themselves. Arminia Bielefeld there with the captain Fabian Klos giving some final thoughts. He's been in fine form himself, the captain. Late equaliser last week away to Hallerscher, a big game in the battle for the basement places. And we're almost ready to get underway here. That's Nicholas Shipnowski on the right side of the attack for Bielefeld. No problem scoring goals for the Bielefeld. The only problem is they do let in quite a few as well. 30 goals conceded so far this season. Already in their first 18 games. Are underway then here at the Schücker Arena with Arminia Bielefeld, our hosts, in the dark blue tops and black shorts, kicking from right to left in the first half. 1860 quickly onto the ball. Lachenmacher offside there for the long ball over the top. Certainly for 1860, the big problem for them so far this season has been scoring goals. They've had a habit of seeing plenty of the ball in games, of just not really doing much with it, sort of lacking any sort of real edge in the final third. Be interesting to see if Frank Schmöller can do something about that in his two games in charge. It's Louis Uppi plays a nice little 1-2, and then chips a ball down the left-hand side for Merve Biancardi. Back to Uppi, who then gives the ball away. Now Lachenmacher holding things up. Starker, long ball over the top, well defended. And Schreck lays the ball out to Lannert. Three former 1860 players in this Bielefeld lineup, by the way. Merve Biancardi, who we've already seen on the ball on the left side of midfield. Marius Vaughl, the number 38, just in the centre of your screen there. And also Christopher Lannert, who's just played that pass back to the goalkeeper. All of them used to be, at one time or another, on the books with the Bavarian club. Now Uppi bringing the ball forward down the left-hand side, trying to find the run of Biancardi, but that was well blocked by Verlat. And Starker goes down with a squeal after a little challenge coming in from the Bielefeld captain, Fabian Klos. For winning the ball in the air, headed on by Biancardi, who now tries to bring the ball down, but is instead brought down by Starker, the former Namibian international. Opportunity here for Bielefeld to get some of the big guys up there, try and take advantage of the set piece. Verlat organising his defensive line. Oh, it's taken down the side here. Vaughl has latched onto it, and that's a very good piece of defending from Starker. Did well to react quickly to the danger there. Good thinking. Sorry, I beg your pardon, it was Finn Sorry, it was Winsheimer. Not Vaughl. Corner into the near post, headed away by Verlat. There is Vaughl, just helping the ball back out to the right-hand side. It'll be swung in, left-footed, good ball in as well, but well, the whistle's gone for a foul on Ryder. And as Verlat stretched to get his head to that one. A little bit too much contact there from close. Long diagonal ball looking for Schroeter. He does well to bring that one down, tries to find Winsheimer. Instead, it's Verlat helping the ball forwards towards Lachenmacher. Unable to bring any teammates into play there. Now Bielefeld bringing the ball forwards. Winsheimer. Well, just caught by Nicholas Lang. Huge screen from the wide player. I think Lang too happy with the reaction there as the ball came in. Have another look here. Oh, genuine effort to play the ball. chance for Oppie again to put the ball into the mix. Good ball into the far post there, not really dealt with first up by the 1860 defence. They get away with that one. Now Lanner swings the ball in from the right-hand side. That bypasses the goalkeeper. Here's Winchheimer going for the shot. Deflects, headed away then by Villard. Oppie with the ball again. Through to Biancardi, where he can't quite get the pass through to Winchheimer. It had to be dealt with. Winchheimer to Biancardi. Oppie also on the left-hand side. He's about to cross, decides against it. Biancardi tries to go between two, but that's well read though by Niklas Starker. 1860 though, struggling to get hold of the ball here. Vaughn spreads the ball to the back. That's now over with Christopher Lannert, the right back. Got Shipnowski also on that right-hand side. He's been found. And Bielefeld is happy to keep hold of the ball at the moment. First 6 minutes have been mostly the home side pressing forwards. Oh, and that's a loose ball at the back, and a chance here for 1860 on the counter-attack. Schroeter spreads the ball out to the left-hand side. The attack continues here with Vrenetzi. Swings the ball into the far post, headed back across goal by Starker, and then an important little flick on there from one of the Bielefeld defenders, keeping it away from Lachenmacher. Lachenmacher again. This time dispossessed by Vaughn. And gives away the foul as well, does the 1860 front man. This was the completely miss-hit pass there. And that was the header back across goal, just flicked away from Lachenmacher. That's something we have seen with this Bielefeld side this season. They always capable of shooting themselves in the foot defensively. I'm sure Michel Niat will be looking to maybe do a lot perhaps of defensive work in the winter break coming up. Match day 19 today, then another set of games into Tuesday and Wednesday next week. And then we go into a winter break, which carries on until the 19th of January. High press here from Bielefeld and hurriedly cleared by Richter. A little bit of head tennis going on. Eventually, the ball picked up by Lachenmacher. He does well to turn away from Hervé Biancardi, but a swinging arm, I think, caught the former Munich player. Strange atmosphere in here today at the Schucker Arena. You can just sort of hear a hubbub of chat in the background, but not much in the way of chanting and singing going on, which is very unusual 10 minutes into a game. Grosser brings the ball forward, then pings it wide to Oppie, who goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Bit of a mix-up there. Lannert not expecting that. Certainly not expecting the pass to go where it did anyway. He and Shipnowski kind of leaving it for each other. Vrenetzi dispossessed, but the ball pings out to Steinhardt. Nice ball down the left, looking for the run of Renetzi, and he's managed to get on the end of that as well. And then goes down very easily in the box, does Zayn Allahu. Ball goes over to have a word as well. Zayn Allahu. He falls there. Well, there is a grab of the shirt, but then he's fallen in the opposite direction. Not really enough there for a penalty. And again, that strange atmosphere. Jonas Kersken goes long with the goal kick. Just missed the flick on there, did close. Get on the end of that one though. And then well cleared by Reeder. Long ball over the top, and well, it's opening up here for 1860. A defensive error there as Renetzi goes in. And eventually a bit of noise from the crowd as Christopher Lannert gets a vital challenge in there. Now Shipnowski feeds the ball onto the right-hand side. Here's Wintzheimer in behind the 1860 defence, cuts inside, just about keeps to his feet. Here's Murphy Biancardi! And there's the opener. 12 minutes in. Murphy Biancardi with his 4th goal of the season. And it's against his former club too. Well, just moments before 1860 thought they were about to have a great chance to open the scoring. And then Bielefeld goes straight down the other end, the defence at 6s and 7s. Murphy Biancardi left all alone there. Look at the space that the wide man is walking into here. Starker couldn't get there in time. And the perfect finish as well for his 4th goal of the season. Well, we're going to have a bit of a delay here. Some of the 1860 travelling fans from over in that corner throwing a few of those smoke bombs onto the pitch. We'll have to wait for the smoke to clear. Unfortunately, not the first time we've seen this from the 1860 fans this season. I suppose now's as good a time as any to go through some of the results from match day 19 in the Dries Liga. Rot-Weiss Essen 1-0 winners at home to Lübeck to move up to 7th place in the table on Friday night. Moving to Saturday, leaders Jan Regensburg held to a 2-2 draw away to Saarbrücken, who have now drawn 9 of their matches so far this season. Borussia Dortmund 2, well, they managed to win a tight one at home to Hallersche. Waldorf Mannheim still in the bottom 4, but now within 1 point of Hallersche and virtual safety after a stunning 3-0 win at home to Erzgebirge Aue. Ingolstadt, well, continue to be consistently inconsistent, this time 4-0 winners at home to Sandhausen to move up to 4th place in the table. Velds slipped down to 5th after they were beaten 3-0 at home to Ulm, who move up to 3rd place in the table now. And Unterhaching up to 8th as well after their 3-2 win. At home to Munster. All those results on a Saturday. Another result earlier today as well. Dynamo Dresden continuing their return to form with a 4-2 win away to Duisburg. Well, the 1860 fans are determined to have a party. Another flare just on the edge of the pitch there. You can see the smoke canisters there. There's going to be a fair amount of time added on at the end of this first half after this stoppage. Have a look at the goal set up by Manuel Wintzheimer. Did really well to keep to his feet, actually. 4th goal of the season for Biancardi. Well, time for some of the players at least to have a nice little chat with the referee. Looks like we should be able to get underway shortly. Looks like the steward had just missed one there. The referee, Daniel Schlager, keeping his beady eye on events over in that far corner of the stadium. And we're back underway then here at the Schucker Arena, Arminia Bielefeld. The 12th minute opener there from Merve Biancardi, and immediately on the attack again here. Ball lifted over the back of the defence, but Shipnowski couldn't quite get on the end of it. Now 1860 can get in behind here. Ball looking for Lackermacher, just couldn't quite get over the top of the defender. Long throw down the left-hand side. Plus couldn't quite find Biancardi with the header. Lackermacher spreads the ball out to this right-hand side to Nicholas Lang. Tana pinging a couple of passes as he drops deep from midfield. Ball now looking for Errol Zainalahu, but put out of play by Leon Schneider. Well, the Lions haven't seen much of the ball so far. That's a nice ball from Villard down that left-hand side, but then the ball well won by Schreck. Twists and turns, looks for options, chips one down the line. Kept in play as well. Villard goes all the way back to Richter. A bit more atmos coming in from the fans now since the restart after the opening goal. Renetzi just has a little tug on the shirt from Lannert, who's a little bit out of position here, but 1860 don't take advantage of that. Good run by Starker through the middle. That creates some space on this near side for Morris Schroeter. Schroeter running at Oppi. Still Schroeter. It's past Oppi and Biancardi. Eventually runs into traffic though. The ball put out for a throw. Stuff from Schroeter. 4 goals, 2 assists to his name already this season. Zainalahu will take the corner. First corner of the game for 1860. Chips it into the near post, flicked away. Fed back in and then just hoofed clear, really. Close as well to win that ball in the air, though, but then Biancardi loses the ball. The shot comes in from distance, it's been parried, and this is going to be an... Oh, my word! How on earth has Manfred Starker missed that? Just as I was about to say, this has got to be the equaliser. And he's put it over. Biancardi losing the ball here. Vrenetzi shooting from, what, 30 yards? Kersken making a bit of a pig's ear of the save there. Should have been pushing that out to the side rather than trying to catch it. And Starker is what, 4, maybe 5 yards out, and he's just slammed it over the bar. Oh, absolute shocker. The former Namibian international. Hasn't scored since their match day 2 win in Duisburg. There's a man for Starker. Nice free kick taken there, but Biancardi does well to get his foot in to disrupt things. The ball lofted back in, not dealt with at all by the defence. They'll be quite happy to see the offside flag come up, but the worry, and it's not the first time this season either for Michel Niat's side, is that high ball coming into the area and no one has claimed it and put their head on it. They've let the ball bounce. Oh, Bielefeld with a 1-goal lead here, but a little bit lucky. 1860 haven't taken the opportunities that have come their way so far. Richter goes long. Nakamaka wins a free kick from his opposite number. It's Emilian Grosser. There's a little bit too much contact there. This is what, a good 40 yards out or so. Flipped in, but straight into the arms of Kerskens there by Philip Steinhardt. Definitely more like the usual atmosphere now, isn't it? As Grosser takes his time there to get the ball moving. All the way back with Kersken again. Now Schneider puts one over the top there, looking for Close, and there's a defensive mistake, and Close has gone past the keeper, and Fabian Close has made it too. 24 minutes in, and Bielefeld are cruising here at home to 1860 Munich. Well, Fabian Close got both goals the last time these two sides met back in February of 2017 in a 2-1 win here. And Fabian Close has struck again, his 7th goal of the season. There's a terrible mistake there from Jesper Verlaat, the 1860 captain. How cool and calm was that? Just lofted the ball over the keeper and went to collect it himself. Well, Bielefeld say they've been scoring plenty of goals recently. They've got 2 already, just halfway through the first period here against an 1860 side, and they're on the attack again here down the right-hand side at Niklas Shipnowski. And that's well defended in the end by Tim Ryder. Now, Jesper Verlaat. Terrible mistake at the back there. That's nicely taken down. So Klus couldn't quite take the ball with him. Picked up by Vol in midfield, but Starker does well to react and intercept the pass, but then he's had his pocket picked there by the number 38. The ball goes out for a Bielefeld throw. That's been interesting actually to see Linsheimer be moved out to that wide attacking position. Spent the first part of the season very much as a substitute for his captain, coming on late in the games to lead the line. Seems to have found a happy spot there. Adding a bit of width to the game. And a nice play in midfield there. Vald out coming forwards, trying to pick the run of Shipnowski. Now Schrepp reacts fastest. And Steinar puts the ball out for a throw. Quickly taken by Lannert too. Loppi went for the give and go there, but all went in a different direction. Now another ball over the top looking for Shipnowski, picked up now by Klus. Klus has the shot, but well blocked by Niklas Tarnat. Again, Bielefeld keeping the ball comfortably at the back. Not much of a high press coming in from De Lauwen. And just a reminder, there will be a few minutes added on at the end of this first half due to the flares being thrown onto the pitch by the Munich fans after the opening goal went in. Another ball over the top here looking for Klose, but easily dealt with there by David Richter. Biancardi spreading the ball out to Shipnowski. Vall to Lannert. And it goes back to Schneider, and then all the way back to Kersken. Bielefeld being very patient at the moment. Quite happy just to let 1860 try and chase the game. Now Oppi again. The thing is, when you've got the 2-goal lead, as Bielefeld have, you don't really have to take any risks anymore. Well, this is Arminia Bielefeld we're talking about, so we'll have to wait and see. We've already managed to get away with one bad defensive error. And there's usually one or two in a game for Michel Niat's side. Close. Battles in the air, wins that. Shipnowski spreads the ball wide to Lannert. Lannert swings the ball into the far post. Venshana couldn't quite collect it. And I think the flag's gone up for offside. Ball beautifully delivered there. Completely bypassed the 1860 defence. Maka couldn't quite collect that one under pressure from Grosser. Ball headed out of play as well. Close quickly onto that to try and get the ball game moving. close. Back to Oppi. Brinchheimer battling away there under pressure from Nicholas Lang. Ball fairly won by 1860 according to the referee. Now Starker. Ball going over the top of Christopher Lannert, being chased by Albion Vrenetzi. Lannert wins that battle. And the ball given away in midfield. Villard in the centre circle now. And out to Lang. Lang under pressure there from Winchheimer. Starker. Now with the throw-in. Leaves it to Nicholas Lang instead, in fact. Well, 1860 have had a couple of chances in this first half. You can't say that they've lacked ambition. Well, they have lacked, though, some quality in the final third. That miss from Manfred Starker. A real body blow for De Lauwen. Especially that the score was 1-0 at the time, and then since then Bielefeld have scored a second, and instead of it being 1-1, it's 2-0. Poor pass there. Being close, no chance. Now the ball over the top. Starker again making the run in behind and beyond Lachenmacher. A chance to bring teammates into the game. Zainalahu spreads the ball out to the left-hand side. 1860 streaming forwards here. The ball is put out for a throw by Shipnowski. He's just caught a little bit of Vrenetzi while doing that. Steiner gets the ball back in play. Starker not offside. The Bielefeld defence there just seemed to let him just trot in behind. Nobody tracked the run, nobody tried to close him down. And that's going to be a corner, I think, for Errol Zainalahu to take. Nice corner in there, but Lang rose unmarked there, I think, on the edge of the 6-yard box, but couldn't keep the header down. Lovely delivery from Zainalahu. Lang just couldn't quite get the contact that he wanted, the right back. Oh dear. Oh, Kersken getting away with one there. Not the first time we've seen him struggle with the ball at feet, Jonas Kersken. He's 23 years of age, quite young for a goalkeeper, really. Now the ball being brought forwards. Close, dropping deep, trying to hold the ball up, bring teammates into it. Now the ball over the top, looking for Shipnowski, but the flag goes up against the number 7. Starker now. Well, had Biancardi and Vaught on his case there. Biancardi emerging with the ball. Kersken takes no risks this time. Not the best of clearances though. It wasn't the best of balls forward either. Morpy with the ball instead of Schroeter. Nicely brought down by Biancardi. Klus as well to get the ball away on the turn, but Scheimer needed to be some sort of giant to get on the end of that one. Offside there. Lovely bit of skill from the goalkeeper, by the way. Not from the goalkeeper, sorry, the referee. After blowing the whistle. Nice little back-heeled pass there, back to get the ball in precisely where it needed to go. Kersken. Long ball forward, headed away by Villar. Now picked up by Klus, though, and Bielefeld have got plenty of dark blue shirts, and Winsheimer trying to get in behind the defence. And he's just drifted offside there, the number 39. Zainalahu picks up the ball on the left-hand side, cuts back inside. The ball forward from Steinart, deflects out off Marius Vaughan. Throw-in not taken correctly. Now coming forwards is Vrenetzi. Biancardi bounces off the Kosovan midfielder. Still Vrenetzi, does well to keep the ball, hasn't really gone anywhere with it though. Back to Villar now instead. He spreads the ball over to this near side to Maurice Schroeter, who cuts inside Oppi. Schroeter, nice ball, playing a 1-2 with Vrenetzi, but then intercepted by Sam Schreck. Since the second goal have done well to quieten things down with regards to Bielefeld. They haven't really caused too many problems since that second goal, but they haven't caused or asked too many questions of the Bielefeld defence themselves. A common problem for 1860 this season. Biancardi does well there. He's using his body shape to send a couple of the 1860 players the wrong way, as Kersken then goes along with the clearance. Reader under pressure here, turns past one, then gives the ball away. Here's Winsheimer, just took too long to pull the trigger there and set himself up. Did the wide front man. Now the ball whipped in again, but too close to the goalkeeper, and that's well taken by David Richter. Well, another defensive error here. Reader turned past close, but couldn't get away from Shipnowski. Well, 5 minutes plus a fair bit of stoppages, I think, to go in this first half. Probably about 5 minutes or so. It was, what, 4 or 5 minutes anyway, at least, of a delay for those flares after the opening goal. Now Biancardi. Oppi coming forwards. Biancardi couldn't collect that one. Took a little challenge from behind from Villar. No foul, says the referee. Now Starker in midfield. And running into traffic. Does well to emerge with the ball though. And then pass, giving the ball away. And now Fabian Klus turns, spots his Strike partner Winsheimer over here on the left-hand side. Plenty of movement as well for the 39, and the shot comes in and it's straight at the goalkeeper and well held by Richter. Always awkward, those shots when they just bounce just in front of you. Always the uncertainty of the bounce. Now Lachenmacher drops deep. Ooh, dances past one challenge, spreads the ball out to the left-hand side. Vranetsi. Still Vranetsi. Stands the ball up to the back post, headed away by Oppi. And Schroeter didn't read his teammates' intentions there, as Winsheimer just collapses to the ground after a little tug on the shirt. Well, the last thing Bielefeld need here are any more injuries in at midfield places. Both Keita Mizuta and Nassim Bujela out with injuries at the moment. That's why Biancardi is back in the starting lineup alongside Sam Schreck, who's only dropped to the bench last week. Looks like an arm injury there for Biancardi. And the former 1860 loanee appears to be fine. So another minute or so to add to the end of this first half. Just landed awkwardly on his left arm there, Biancardi, trying to win the ball from Starker. Now the volume comes back up as the game is back underway. Oppi with a cross-field ball. Plus kicking out a teammate with the header, the ball bouncing back in, headed away by Verlaat to Starker, who's dropped a little bit deeper just for the moment, the number 8. Tries to get in behind, but again the ball given away in the final third by 1860. Zainalahu not having his best game so far either, the number 5. And when he's playing well, Errol Zainalahu, he really just sets the tempo of the game. Great range of passing and movement. He's struggled to make an impact so far in the first half here at the Bielefeld Alm. Gets the better of Klus in the air. Ball over the back of the defence, looking for Schroeter, who tries to turn inside Louis Oppi. Does well to slide in and get the challenge. That's nicely flicked on by Klus as well. Winsheimer lays it off for his captain. Klus has options left and right. Decides to go to the right. Wrong option. Ball given away. Now Zainalahu can bring it forward as we go. Approaching the 45th minute here in the first half, with Bielefeld with a 2-goal lead against 1860 Munich. Schroeter again with Oppi for company. Lovely tackle coming in from Oppi. I think 7 minutes have just been announced on the clock. As the shot comes in from distance, and this time it is well held by Jonas Kersken. Vranetsi pulling the trigger, getting the dip he wanted, but the keeper was well placed for that one. Schreck as well to win the ball in midfield, taken down by Winsheimer. Winchheimer has Biancardi just inside him, puts the ball back to Oppi. Oppi taking a rather bizarre decision there. A bit of a strange one from the left back. Now though, there's movement and Winchheimer got in behind, but Villar has to come across and put that ball out for a throw. Makes the challenge in the air, and the ball given away there by Zainallahu, dispossessed by Close, who then pulls the trigger and almost picks out the corner flag. Confirmation of 7 added minutes here, most of that due to those scorch marks you see on the pitch at the top of your screen there. The 1860 Munich fans are throwing some flares out onto the pitch after Bielefeld took the lead in the 12th minute through Hervé Biancardi. Crowded out. Grosser tries to pick out his captain, but instead picks out Villar. Nice turn from Starker. And a searching ball in behind the defence, going to be picked up here by Granetzi, but ball then well cleared. Christopher Lannert. 4.5 minutes left to go in this first half then, with Arminia Bielefeld in a comfortable 2-0 lead at the moment. 1860 starting to see a bit more of the ball in the last 10 minutes or so. Haven't done much with it yet though. Here's a chance for Zainallahu, and he just misjudged where the line was. He had time to get on the end of that. Let the ball run too far. Did the Kosovan. Close. Nicely lays the ball off for Shipnowski. Plenty of players up here again for Bielefeld. The cross comes in, deflects, and Close nearly gets on the end of it. It just pings through to Richter in the end. Well, that was a close one for 1860, and that's not the best of goal kicks either. Immediately putting themselves back under pressure. Schreck wins the ball in the air. Now Biancardi. Still Biancardi. Biancardi with a rangy run over to this left-hand side. And eventually forces a throw-in. Little tug on the large shirt there from Winchheimer. Not able to keep to his feet, but then that's a big miscue from Louis Oppi. Now Granetzi can advance down the left-hand side. He's got Steinhardt for support. Does win a throw. Foul in the area from Starker. Clash of heads there. I think Marius Fall. Kursken to take the free kick. Michel Niat will be absolutely delighted with this scoreline if they can keep it like this till half-time. Arminia Bielefeld. Tarnack does well to win the ball in midfield this time. Lachenmacher, good hold-up play, but the pass just doesn't quite match the approach. Not be able to get a good interception there, otherwise Schroeter was probably in behind 1860 definitely doing a better job of keeping the ball now. Still struggling to do anything with it though. Nice ball over the top, but not the best of first touches from Zayn Allahu. And the opportunity goes begging. Just going into the last 30 seconds or so of this first half now. 7 minutes were added on at the end of the 45. Ball over the top. Inadvertent pass there from close. Biancardi gets there, I think, ahead of Villar. He's put it all the way out for a throw, which goes Bielefeld's way, but that is the last action then from a successful first half here for Arminia Bielefeld. In front of their home fans, about 20,000 or so packed into the Schüco Arena. Merve Biancardi there in your picture, opened the scoring 4 minutes in after nice approach play from Manuel Wensheimer. There was then a bit of a delay after some flares came onto the pitch from the travelling fans, but then 24 minutes in and Fabian Klos picked up his 7th goal of the season to make it 2-0 for Arminia Bielefeld. There he is, the Bielefeld captain, and it's the hosts that lead by 2-0 here at half-time at home to 1860 Munich. Welcome back then to the Schucker Arena. Just getting ready for the second half here between Arminia Bielefeld and 1860 Munich. There's Frank Schmöller, the interim coach for De Lauwen. I just wonder what he's been saying to the side at half-time. Never lost here as a player, De Schmöller. Might be about to lose that though as the coach. Well, the forward players for 1860 have struggled to make an impact in the game. You saw Lakenmacher and Zainalahu. The latter especially has been particularly quiet in the opening 45. And there's been at least one change there made by Schmöller at half-time. Kilian Ludwig coming on. Have finally emerged and are ready then to get us underway here for the second half at the Schucker Arena. Bielefeld leading by 2 goals lead. Merve Biancardi and Fabian Klose with the goals. And we're underway then. Bielefeld in the dark blue tops and black shorts, kicking from left to right here in the second half, attacking that big stand full of Bielefeld fans behind that goal. Well won by Vaughn. Lannert goes all the way back to Kersken. No chances taken there by the Bielefeld goalkeeper. Villart with the header. Lakenmacher plays a 1-2 with Renetzi, whose touch is too heavy there, and that goes out for a goal kick. Confirmation of the scoreline. Still no confirmation of who Kilian Ludwig has replaced at half-time. Just having a quick scan around to see who's still on the pitch. And a clumsy one coming in from Lakenmacher. That'll hurt a little bit in the morning for Marius Vaughn. Clatter there on the back of the leg as he was just clearing the ball. Looks like Ludwig is slotted into right back there in place of Nicholas Lang at half-time. Our 1860 going to get back into this one, I wonder. Usually very good at keeping the ball, just creating chances in the final third is always a bit of a problem. They did make a couple of chances in that first half, but Manfred Starker especially guilty of missing probably the best chance of the game. Long shot spilled by Jonas Kersken straight in front of goal. Starker reacted quickly and blazed the ball over from 4 yards with the keeper nowhere. That was at 1-0. That would have got 1860 back on level terms, but instead, just a few minutes later, Bielefeld went up the other end and Fabian Klos scored against 1860 again, having scored both goals the last time these two teams met back in February 2017. Nearly 7 years ago. He would have been a sprightly 29-year-old at that time. Building up down the right-hand side. Here's Lachenmacher. His first touch not the best, and he's eventually hustled off the ball. And now Bielefeld with, what, 6 players potentially up in this attack. Vaul drops a little deeper, but there's still 5 men up here. In fact, Vaul does pick up the ball here now. Spreads the ball out to Lanner on this right-hand side. A nice flick on by Schreck as well. Lanner's continued his cross, and well, Rector was at full stretch there, but the danger not gone yet. Winchheimer on the turn. Klutz had no idea where the ball had deflected to. Still Bielefeld putting on the pressure here. Schreck pings the ball out to the left-hand side. There's Vaul. Picks out Lanner and thinks about running at Vranetzi, decides against it. Bielefeld again being patient in possession. Schneider, crossfield ball, headed away by the substitute. Ludwig, who then does well to intercept there as well. Play from the number 29. Now Tim Reeder. Is attempted out ball, intercepted by Biancardi, on the ball now. Oppi runs into a bit of a cul-de-sac and then tries to drill a pass through to Biancardi. Right decision, but didn't quite get the direction right. Agricultural ball right up in the air, just allowed to bounce there. Shipnowski tried to get in behind, but now things opening up here for 1860. Zainalahu running at the defence. Here's Vranetzi. Just a little toe in there from Schreck. Just pushed him off his stride, but he's got the ball straight back again. Did Vranetzi. Now spread right by Ludwig. Starker brushes off the challenge from Biancardi, swings the ball into Zainalahu, tries to turn in the area, loses his footing slightly and eventually half clear, but only as far as Velat. Tarnat can't quite keep the ball, and out. Ball put over the top there by Close. No offside, as Winchheimer was clearly in his own half as the ball was played. Eventually shrugs off the attention of Ludwig. Here's Biancardi now. He was thinking about the shot instead. Puts the ball wide for Lanner and continues to run over to that right-hand side as Biancardi. Shipnowski gets the ball back to Biancardi. Biancardi again. Just sitting in a pocket of space on this near side, the number 17. Strangely passive passage of play there from Biancardi. Then he runs past a couple of players. Now Lanner. Possession all Bielefeld's way at the moment. Close, drops deep, gets involved. Pings a nice ball through to Schreck, and here's Lannert now on the right-hand side, swings the ball into the back post. Picked up by Winchheimer, does well to keep the ball in play. Faced with Ludovic. Gets past Ludovic. A little 1-2 there, we're close. I think everyone just getting a little bit too close to each other, getting in each other's way. Too many cooks spoiling the broth there for Bielefeld. They come forwards again. Winchheimer might have been offside there. Nothing from the referee. And Schreck is shrugged off the ball. Makes a bit of a meal of the contact with Finn Lachenmacher. Lachenmacher can feel perhaps a little bit unlucky there to give away a foul like that. Looked like he used his body well to get himself between the opponent and the ball. You can see exactly what Lachenmacher thinks of that, the 23-year-old. Scored as a substitute back on match day 1 in the win against Waldorf Mannheim, but hasn't found the net since. It's Lachenmacher as Opie swings the ball in, headed away by Villart as ever. Now Opie again on the left-hand side. Another chipped ball in again, finding the head of Villart. The shot from distance deflects off of close, I think. Winchheimer now picks up the ball on that far side. He's got Stark for company. Starker doing well to use his body there, win the foul against Winchheimer. Schreck back up and running again, now Vaughan. Pings it back to Grösser. Opie just slotting into midfield for the moment, and the ball going all the way back to Jonas Kersken. And I think Michel Niat probably happier to see Kersken taking no chances there with the ball at the back. And now, charging run forwards from Grösser. Finds Biancardi now. Things opening up on the left-hand side. Biancardi, though, cuts inside. Finds Schreck, who, well, just clipped there on the edge of the D. Nothing given by the referee. Bielefeld still in possession here. Headed back into the mixer there by Lannert. Now Shipnowski. Nice little pinged ball there for Lannert, who's now in behind Zainalahu. Across just behind Klose. Now Starker emerging with the ball. Half challenged, well won in the air by Grösser. Opie. Winchheimer drops deep for a moment, gets the ball back to Vaughan again. Klose also sitting very deep at the moment. Now Lannert cuts inside. Finds Klose there on the 25 yards out. Not the best of passes though from the Bielefeld captain. Oh, nice turn from Schreck, but Granecci does well to get a foot in there. Now Starker finds the run of Zainalahu, and it's opening up here. They've got 3-on-3 of 1860. Zainalahu pings the ball out to the right-hand side. Schroeter cuts inside, lifts the shot. It's come back off the post. Bielefeld very lucky there not to concede. Nice move from 1860. Not sure if Kersken got a touch on that or not. Lachenmacher tried a 1-2, didn't come off, and now Biancardi brings the ball out for Bielefeld. Still Biancardi. And still Biancardi, but then he's eventually shrugged off it by Granecci. Lachenmacher drops deep for the moment. Nice play from Zainalahu. It's more like it from the number 5, the former Kosovan international. Ludovic continues his run down the right-hand side. The ball picked up by Schroeter. Now Zainalahu. There's a bit more pace to the play here from 1860 than we saw in the first half. Clearing the ball there to Steinhardt. Crossfield ball from Tarnat. Nicely picked up by Schroeter, goes for the cross early, headed away at the near post. Scheimer beaten to the ball there. But eventually just hacked clear. Klus wants everyone to push up. Have another look at the Schroeter shot coming in here. And actually that goes down as a brilliant save from Jonas Kersken. Just got enough on that to push it onto the post. And Leon Schneider was there to clear things up for Bielefeld. Scharker's through ball. Not the best. He wanted more from Lachenmacher. His attempt to get back to the ball gave away the foul and a yellow card. The first booking of the game then goes to Manfred Starker. Yeah, Vol feeling that one. Starker looked angry there with the lack of movement from Finn Lachenmacher. Lannert over there having a chat with Michel Niat. Just getting a few bits of advice there from the coaching team. You can see how the substitutes are used here by Michel Niat. In fact, the squad is down to bare bones at the moment. In fact, two of the substitutes today coming straight up from the youth squad, both Justin Lucas and Fabiano Krasnic, 17 years old each of them. Lucas either centre-back or left-back usually. Krasnic often plays a more attacking midfield role, often out on the right-hand side as well, but we'll see if they come on for a debut or not. I'm sure Niat would love to give those guys a debut, actually, having brought them up from the youth squad. Maybe if it's still 2-0 in the latter stages of the game, it might get a little run out here. Vol is back up and running. It's 1860 coming forwards here. Three men waiting for that cross. Schroeter, Ludovic, and Zainalahu is tackled by Oppi. Interesting to know why Nicholas Lang was withdrawn in the first half. Could have been a carrot picked up a knock in the opening 45. Game just a little bit shapeless for the moment. Now Lannert picks up the ball just on the halfway line. Nothing really in front of him though. Attempted ball, but close, just a little bit short. Sorry, not close. That was Nicholas Shipnowski battling back to try and win the ball. And we're going to get a second change then from 1860 as Errol Zainalahu, who has been very quiet out there today, comes off to be replaced by Julian Guttau. Normally plays over on the left-hand side, so I suspect Albion Vrenetzi will move into a more central role. Still no changes from the Bielefeld coach, though. Now Ludovic forced to chase back. Richter goes long with the clearance. Lachenmacher does well to win the free kick on the halfway line too. Good exit strategy there from 1860. Ball quickly back in play. Lachenmacher again. Looked like a careless pass there, but got away with it, did Starker. Now Vrenetzi on the left-hand side, swings the ball in, but well held by Kersken. Just a little bit too far ahead of Finn Lackemacher. Better though from 1860, quicker. Now Schneider brings the ball forward. Back to Lannert. Schneider again. Under pressure in midfield. In fact, under pressure there, and the ball's been given away. Now this could be a real trouble here for Bielefeld. There could be a red card coming out here. And it does. Maximilian Grosser was the last man there, lost the ball, took his man down who was through on goal, denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Arminia Bielefeld, again, finding new and inventive ways of shooting themselves in the foot here. Just a missed control. Schroeter was in behind. Not much contact, to be honest, but he made the most of it. Did the Munich player. Oh. Well, what will Bielefeld do now? Down to 10 men. They haven't had a chance to make any substitutions yet. They're surely going to try and get another defender out on that. They do have Semi Belkahia waiting on the bench. Maybe Tom Geerkens as well, a defensive midfielder. As Vrenetzi goes with a free kick. And that's Feld, the Bielefeld captain there, Fabian Klos. This could be a tactical one actually, to try and get a bit more time to make that substitution, get that defensive reshuffle underway. Well, did his job well there, did Fabian Klos. And he's having a bit of a go here at Maurice Schroeter. I think there's a bit of ill feeling after the way he went down, let's face it, very easily for the red card. Oh, I'd love to be a fly on the wall in there. To know exactly what is being said. Schroeter getting a talking to. I think there might have been a bit of interference there on the face mask from Maurice Schroeter. And a really warm handshake there between the two. I just wonder if Klos might have broken his face mask there with heading that free kick. It looks like the headgear is back in place. Klos doesn't look convinced though. And there is the change then, so Semi Belkahia comes on. Well, had a lot of game time recently. Started every game, in fact, until he was benched on match day 11. Only had one substitute appearance since then. It's only the second, in fact, substitute appearance since that. So Klos is back on the pitch. Didn't actually see who was sacrificed for Semi Belkahia. Shipnowski and Winsheimer are still there. Ball played long. Ball has been picked up here by Vrenetzi in the air, and all of a sudden it's Bielefeld, the team under pressure here. Just trying to see who's come off here. Looks like it's Nicholas Shipnowski who's been sacrificed, the wide right player. And that front three becomes a front two as Starker tries to whip the ball in from the right-hand side, wins a corner. All of a sudden there's a bit of urgency here from 1860 as he hit the midway point of the second half. Nicholas Tarnat goes over to take the corner. Ball hit there by Verlaat straight at Kersken. Good movement from the 1860 captain, couldn't quite get the direction though. Still searching for his first goal of the season, in fact, is Verlaat. Long ball over the top, looking for Winsheimer. Going down to 10 men when you've got a bench filled with youngsters and squad players. Not the easiest. As Renetzi now finds some space in the area, and that's a fantastic save again from Jonas Kersken. Inspired stuff from the 23-year-old. Trying to keep the pace up in the game now. They need to squeeze as the shot comes in from distance from Reader, but just wide of the upright. Kersken happy to see that ball go out of play. Another look here at the opportunity for Renetzi, finding space. Good shot as well on the turn. I think what makes that save particularly impressive is that shot was going in behind Kersken there. Did very well to get down low so quickly. Now Bielefeld come forward, the ball chipped into space on that right-hand side. Close, perhaps wisely allows his younger teammate to go and chase that one down. Steiner playing a risky ball back across goal there. And they get away with it, 1860. Now Verlaat picks up the ball and can bring it forward in plenty of space now. The Dutchman flying. Here he is again, Verlaat. Oh, nice ball in behind as well. Space opening up here for 1860. The ball whipped in, but just deflected behind for a corner. Good work there from Marius Vall. Renetzi with the corner, clicked on by Ludovic, I think it was, at the near post. Then the deflection going up his way. I think that was Vall, the furthest man forward for Bielefeld. Now Starker, tackled by Biancardi. Ball lobbed over the top, picked up by Ludovic. Rather sliced out of play, a complete shank there from the defender. There's going to be a lot of defending to be done here from Bielefeld in the next 20 minutes or so. Can they hold on to this 2-0 lead, I wonder? It would be first win after 5 games without a win here, Bielefeld. They've scored in every game too. Just haven't been able to keep things clean at the back. Now Winsheimer in a foot race here, beaten to it though by Tim Reader. There come the home fans. Lannert with the athletic clearance, helped out of play by Schreck, and Lannert's taken a knock on the hip there by the looks of it. Still just that one substitute used. So there's not many options on the bench. They've got, well, they do have a spare right back, Can Özcan. Hasn't started since their loss at Verl back on match day 9. Forward options, well, they do have Eigen Yildirim Vladislav Cherny, who's not even been on the bench since the end of August. Back on the bench today, the Russian. Henrik Koch as well. Made his first appearance since match day 3 last week as a substitute. Might get another run out here today, actually, as some fresh legs. As Lannert gets some treatment. He's been shaken by the leg there. The referee just indicating this will be time added on at the end of the match. Christopher Lannert looks like he's going to be able to continue. Manuel Winsheimer looks like he's about to be withdrawn. Hakan Özcan. And Fabian Klos as well, getting a rest. So Hakan Özcan, the right back, comes on. I suspect Lannert will push maybe a little bit further forwards. And Henrik Koch comes on again. The 17-year-old striker yet to score for his club. Has been called up to the under-18 national squad though recently as Henrik Koch. And he will now be leading the line there for Bielefeld. As Schröter whips a ball in. Not really cleared. Lannert eventually gets a foot on it, then shot comes in again, but that's a bit of a daisy cutter and goes wide from Gutau. Missed by Schreck there. He tried to clear the ball. Cleared some air instead. Now Schröter in space and the shot whistles across goal. Well, it's all 1860 now with a man advantage. Bielefeld living off scraps of possession now. Maka just couldn't quite get there in time, and there's another attacking substitution, the Serbian 20-year-old Milos Kokic. Didn't see who he replaced though in the 1860 lineup. Steinhardt getting a few jeers there. Not giving the ball back to Bielefeld quite as quickly as they would like, although I can't see Bielefeld taking the free kick quickly now. They'll be trying to bleed as many seconds off the clock as possible at every opportunity. Özcan lifts the ball forward. Biancardi now in space on that left-hand side. Koch makes a run in towards the 6-yard box. Biancardi, though, retreats instead. Oppi. Oh, finds Schreck now. Opportunity here, and another great save from Richter. Keeping 1860 in the game, surely Henrik Koch will have to wait for his debut goal. And now 1860 with plenty of space to attack into here. Gutau picks up the ball on the right-hand side. Intercepted by Biancardi. And then cleared by Oppi. Bernat. Well, looks like Biancardi has stayed down over on that right-hand side. 1860 carrying on. And eventually they've lost the ball there. And now Bielefeld's on the counter-attack. Well, there's been a foul off the ball. But now into space comes Christopher Lannert. Oh, and he's been taken down there by Tim Rieder. Well, there are fouls left, right and centre there. Tim Rieder definitely gets a yellow card. The referee deciding not to give any other cardage for anything else earlier in the move. Bielefeld were not happy that 1860 carried on with Biancardi on the floor. I think 1860 deciding that Biancardi was just trying to get the game stopped without really being injured. Lannert getting there first. And absolutely scythed down by Tim Ryder. And that was the opportunity for Henrik Klok. And Sam Schreck just having a little chat with the referee. I think it was Schreck that was taken down in the centre circle as the counter-attack developed there for Bielefeld. Well, Lannert's just been down for an injury timeout a few minutes ago. That's the same leg as well, the left leg. Only uses it for standing though, so it should be okay. Michel Niat quite happy to see a few more seconds coming off the clock as his side defend this 2-goal lead. And Frank Schmuller, he said in the first half, he's never been beaten here as a player. Can he keep that record going as coach, I wonder? He's only the interim coach, doesn't have the FIFA Pro licence to continue in the job. As Louis Oppi decides what to do with the free kick, and it's straight at the goalkeeper and well held by David Richter. Now Steiner. Long ball. Over the top, looking. Teammates Lackermacher. With a poor pass there, straight into a Bielefeld player. As Koch bumps into Steiner, does well to win the ball as well, and wins a free kick too. Steiner can't believe it. Very good play there from the 17-year-old striker. Putting himself about, using his body well there. Well, Lannert just seemed to have been pushed into midfield now with Ozcan in behind him on that right-hand side. Not exactly a lot of blue shirts to aim at there. Koch beaten to it by Villart. And the ball given away, but then well intercepted by Ozcan. Oppi tries to get that one in behind for Koch, and the keeper has to come out and use his head there. Wasn't quite sure if he was going to be able to stay in his area. Schreck now spreads the ball out to Lannert on this near side. Lannert back to Ozcan. And then all the way back to Kirschken. Lackermacher closing in. Kirschken forced to use his weaker left foot. And now Vranetzi. Gutau. Over onto the right-hand side. And Ludovic tiptoes into the air. The ball driven across, and it looked like it was Kokic that was unmarked there. And then the foul given away on the edge of the D, and it's danger time again here for Bielefeld. Biancardi. Shown the wrong way there. That's another replay of Richter coming off his line to use his head. If he had caught the ball, I don't think he'd be able to stop in time to stay inside the box. Now then, well, this is absolutely position A+ here for the free kick. Far enough out to be able to get the ball up and over the wall, and down in time up to get it under the crossbar at pace. And absolutely bang central as well. The keeper here with no choice but to trust his wall on one side and cover the other side himself. It's Manfred Starker, the former Namibian international, looks to use this one. Left-footed over the wall and then just wide of the upright. Looked like Kirschken probably had that covered anyway. Just about, I think. And another change coming in here for 1860, and that was Manfred Starker's last touch of the game. I think that's Michael Gluck, the 20-year-old Austrian. Had his first start of the season against Regensburg back on match day 14. Otherwise, hasn't seen much action. Missed the start of the season with a ligament injury. Did Gluck. Monopolising the ball at the moment. What can they do with it though? Here's Steinhardt. Gets the ball into Schröter on the edge of the area. He goes down theatrically once again. This is going to get the ire of the Bielefeld players. Schröter it was who went down very easily for the red card. Minimal contact. Biancardi, well, he's just done that a minute ago and he's clumsily come in again from behind. Schröter though making the most of any contact, that's for certain. Now then, looks like Julien Guttau will try and add to his 3 goals this season. Starker, who took the last one, has already been substituted off. Here is Guttau, gets it over the wall and it's come off the crossbar. How on earth has that stayed out? I don't know if Kersken got a touch on it or not. The referee's given a goal kick, but that's come off the inside of the post. The keeper beating all ends up. And that only needs to be another millimetre to the right and that's in. Well, the Bielefeld goal leading a charmed life here at the Schucker Arena. It's still 2 goals to the good here against 1860. You can feel themselves very hard done by not to have found the back of the net yet. Got a couple of fantastic saves from Jonas Kersken. We've had the post there making a save for Kersken, who didn't exactly excel himself there on that free kick. Long ball over the top. Schröter goes down again, gets nothing this time. Rieder. Now Steinhardt tries to drill that one into the area. Villart now looks like he's playing up top. I think that's why Gluck came on, to allow the 1860 captain to move further forwards. So Villart, 5 goals last season, hasn't found the net yet in the first half of this campaign, and Vaughan is down again. That's the same leg that was clattered by Lachenmacher earlier in the second half. And we're going to have another substitution here. Doesn't look like Marius Vaughan is going to be able to continue. We saw the signal from the trainer. In fact, there's 2 substitutes about to come on here. So Tom Geerkens, like for like. Substitution there. 23-year-old comes on into the base of that midfield. Looks like Nerve Biancardi is going to be the last change then made by Michel Niat. I haven't seen the who else came on there. Well, there we go. Egon Yildirim. Another like-for-like substitution there. Fresh legs for Bielefeld. They're going to be needed as well in the last 3 minutes plus stoppages. It's all very much backs to the wall now. Ball swung in, Villart going for the overhead. I don't see many central defenders scoring from overhead kicks. And now the ball given away here in Bielefeld with 3-4 men up here. Well, Koch was coming forward. I think he thought that Sam Schreck was going to continue his run down the flank, but number 8 just checking his run at the wrong moment. Steiner gets the ball back in play. Gluck under pressure from Koch. And eventually does very well to get that ball into the corner. And kept in play as well by Philipp Steiner. Geerkens takes the safe option. Schneider now trying to find the run with Henrik Koch. Play on the far side, gets out, pinging a couple of passes around, but then just passed straight out of play by Milos Kokic for a goal kick. And every time the ball goes out of play, 1860 coming closer to yet another defeat. That would make it 5 losses in 6 for the Lions. And 3 in a row as well without scoring a goal if this continues. Well, it's not been for the lack of trying though. Starker drilling the ball over from 4 yards. We've had some great saves as well from Geerkens. From Kersken rather, I beg your pardon. And that stunning free kick as well from Julien Guettal coming off the inside of the post. And now Verlaat, the furthest man forward for 1860. And the ball drilled out of play. Now, has that gone out for a corner or a throw in? I think for a throw. Verlaat now, the captain, the target man. And we've got 8 minutes of added time. Whistles from the home fans there. They can't believe it. We have had quite a few injury timeouts in this second half. And 8 minutes is the answer, plus all those substitutions as well. There'll be nerves a-jangling here at the Schucker Arena now. In second half stoppage time. And going into those 8 minutes added on now. 1860 coming forwards. Ludovic in loads of space here, and then it sits up and is deflected over for another corner. Out, I think it was. Schroeter, I think, over there on that far side took his time. The corner taken quickly. But, then brought back there by the referee, who wasn't ready. Well, the home fans really trying to lift the side now. The ball comes into the near post, punched away. Guettal can't quite find room for the shot. Ludovic spreads the ball out to the right-hand side, but that's a poor one, and it's well intercepted and drilled down the pitch by Louis Oppi. For how long, I wonder, before we see David Richter, the man in yellow there, storming up into the Bielefeld box as well. Lakamaka rather missed the header there. Venezzi gets the ball to Lakamaka, who pulls the trigger and then just drills the ball high and wide. Kersken goes long. Koch battling with Gluck. Now Lakamaka trying to get in behind on this left-hand side. All scrambled out of play by Can Oshkat. Steinart gets the ball back in play. Venezzi dispossessed. Koch, though, beaten to the outball by Gluck. Foul given away there, Reigen, Yildirim. 1860 pouring forwards, looking for the goals to get themselves back into the game here as Gutau can't get onto the end of that ball. From Steinhardt. Well, you can hear the home fans giving it everything they've got. The team is giving it everything they've got as well, and they are now 5 minutes away from what would be a first win in a long time. The last win 4-0 here against Ingolstadt back on the 28th of October. As Lackermacher gives away a foul there on this near side. Just clumsily into the back of Christopher Lanner. He's down again to the... well, he's the right midfielder now, started the game as the right back. Well, he has been in the wars, hasn't he? And Bielefeld don't have any substitutes left here. And this is just going to be even more time added on at the end of the 8 as well. Well, a win here wouldn't actually move Bielefeld up the table. They would remain in 13th place. Well, they would be 5 points clear of 1860 and level with Preußen Münster. And 25 points from their 19 games, Bielefeld. More importantly, they'd be 8 points clear of the relegation places, which have been very much at the back of their minds for the last couple of months. A long ball forward, missed in the air by Koch. Now Gluck brings the ball over the halfway line. Schreck comes forward, tries to force the issue. Now Gutau in space. Spreads the ball out to Steinhardt, is basically playing as a winger now as Villar comes in with a header. Didn't quite get the timing right. Jonas Kersken collapses gratefully onto the ball. Well, we could have an extra minute on the end of that 8 because of the injury timeout for Lannert. That'll have to be taken into account. So 3 minutes of stoppages plus further stoppages to go then. The ball searching for Yildirim. Now picked up by Ludovic. 1860. Pretty much everyone pouring forwards now. The cross though doesn't make it into the area. The ball helps in there again. Chested down by Villar. The shot comes in and that's whistled just wide of the upright. Well, what a strike that would have been. It's really not far wide. Love to see the replay from behind the goal there. Lovely technique as well from Kilian Ludovic. Well, Bielefeld hanging on. No mucking about with the short restart this time. Goes as long and hard as he can there, does Kersken. The ball just popped in over the top. Koch chasing after it. But Gluck beats him to it. Now Rechter. Gets the ball out onto that right-hand side to Ludovic. Ball pops back into midfield. A couple of the Bielefeld players stranded a little bit further up the pitch at the moment. Well, it's a banged up Bielefeld at the moment. The resources are absolute full stretch. And they're hanging on here to what would be a most welcome 3 points. It would make it 5 games without defeat as well for De Blauwen. As Lackermacher battles away on this near side. Gutau couldn't quite find space for the shot. And then Villar couldn't react in time to the ball across the edge of the box. Gutau drops deeper, now chips the ball in towards Lackermacher, flicks it on for Villar, who sets it up, and the shot comes in, and another scrambling save from Jonas Kersken. Nicely flighted corner, but Kersken Comes off his line confidently to collect that one. That's not always been the case this season. It would be the first clean sheet, in fact, since that win against Ingolstadt in October. Ball hooked away. Anywhere will do. We get up now to the 8 minutes. And the referee blows the final whistle here then at the Schucker Arena. And Arminia Bielefeld, down to 10 men, have held on here for a 2-0 win at home to 1860 Munich. Frank Schmuller's record of never losing here as a player hasn't carried through to his coaching career, fledgling though it may be for the 57-year-old. But it's Michel Niat's side who have taken a first win since the end of October here. Hervé Biancardi getting the scoring underway after 12 minutes, being set up by Manuel Wensheimer. And then 12 minutes later, Fabian Klos, who scored both goals last time these two sides met back in 2017. Got the second, 24th minute. The assist coming from Leon Schneider. Also a second assist, I suppose, from Jesper Villart with the defensive error as well. That was 24 minutes in, and after that, well, Bielefeld controlled the game, really. Rode their luck at times, especially after Maximilian Grösser was sent off for taking down Morris Schroeter went through on goal after making a mistake himself. But Jonas Kersken, the goalkeeper, in inspired form. Arminia Bielefeld have held on for their first win in 6. They move 8 points clear of the relegation places, and they've won 2-0 here at home to 1860 Munich.